Well, welcome everybody to Tai Chi for Health. This is a class where we use the movements of Tai Chi and Qigong, which are two Chinese exercise systems, along with the principles of Tai Chi, which is also a martial art, to improve our health. We can improve our muscle strength, we can improve our flexibility, we can improve our balance, we can improve our mood, and hopefully along the way we can have a little bit of fun. You don't need any materials, any pieces of equipment to do this class, and you don't have to do it standing if you don't want to. You can do it seated if you need to. Just follow along and be my mirror image. As I move, you should move, but always stay in your comfort zone. You'll need a few steps in each direction available for movement. And if you have any small animals that might trip you up, best leave them outside the room, because my only rule in class is don't fall down. So with all that being said, oh, and I do record the class, so I can send you a link to the class if you put your email address in the chat. With that being said, we're going to start. And the way we start is we start by breathing. We're going to breathe in, breathe out. And I want you to breathe from the diaphragm, so your belly expands as you breathe in. It's a little smaller as you breathe out. We're trying to stimulate our vagus nerve, turn on our parasympathetic nervous system to help our body relax. Inhale and exhale. Now, in the next inhale, I want you to hold it at the top just for a moment. Feel what it's like to hold on. And now let it out with an audible sigh. Feel what it's like to let go. Now we're going to start moving. What we're going to be doing is moving all of our synovial joints to lubricate them and nourish them. Right now, we're just being birds. We'll come back to this movement later as part of our balance routines. And now we're going to bring our hands all the way up top and slowly, slowly down in front. We're going to step out to the side so our feet are shoulder width apart. And as we inhale, our hands are going to float up, chest high. As we exhale, they're going to float down. We're going to soften the waist and knees, do a little mini squat. We're going to be doing a lot of that in class. This is a Tai Chi movement called Open the Door. It's the first movement of every Tai Chi form. We're going to modify it. We're going to do a Qigong movement, bringing our hands up to the heart, raising our palms to the ceiling, and slowly coming down. This is the movement supporting the heavens like a pillar. So I mentioned we're using the movements of Qigong and Tai Chi and the principles of Tai Chi. I boil the principles of Tai Chi, for health at least, down to a few. We're going to be moving slowly and smoothly and continuously, as if there were a resistance to our movement by the air. It helps us do our movement mindfully, helps us creating brain and body neural connections. We're now going to modify this Qigong movement. We're going to bring our hands up to the heart level. Now one hand is going to go up and the other down as we connect the sky and the earth. Still doing our little mini squat if you can. One of my knees today is saying, don't go down so far, Bob. So I won't. I'm going to stay in my comfort zone. Now we're going to go sideways. So we're going to bring the hand that was going up out to the side, the other behind, as we turn our torso and begin shifting our weight from one foot to the other foot. This is the Qigong movement called the dragon spreads its wings. We're going to modify this. We're now going to grab at the end and bring our hand back in as the dragon grabs the elixir. I'm going to do a few more hand gripping exercises today because yesterday I had difficulty opening up a container of pre-prepared garlic. So I want to practice a little more grip strength. Now we're going to stretch the dragon's tail. We're going to bring our hands up to the side, still turning our torso, but beware of turning your knees. So don't twist your knees, just turn the torso, keeping the hips facing forward. Now we're going to bring one foot out, stretching that tail even more. And we're going to come back in. We're going to sync the chi. We're going to start doing a little bit of swinging. So we're shifting our weight from one foot to the other foot. We're now going to do a few balance movements. We're going to start by bringing one heel out in front and bring it back. Now the other heel. Do that again, just the heel. Now we're going to raise one hand over that foot. The other hand over the other foot. Now we're going to raise both hands, one at the elbow of the other, as we do the Tai Chi movement called play the pipa, or play the guitar. And I call it a balance movement because as we're moving our foot outward in front, we're balancing on the back leg, supporting all of our weight on it. I'm going to go back to swinging. We have a whole series of these balance movements. The next one, we're going to bring one hand up in front of our face, swinging side to side, shifting our weight consciously. Now we're going to bring that same sided foot in on the ball of the foot. Now we're going to raise that knee, if we can, as the golden rooster stands on one leg. It's a Tai Chi movement. Now we're going to do the other side. We always do both sides. Start with the hand. Now we bring in the foot. Now, if at any time you need to hold on to something to maintain your stability, that's fine. There's no judgment in this. These movements that we're doing are to make us healthier. And the way to be healthier is to keep moving. If you hurt yourself while you exercise, you have to stop moving to heal. So we don't want to fall down. We don't want to hurt ourselves. We want to just keep in our comfort zone, but keep moving. Now we're going to bring out our toe. We're bringing out a toe in front. Bring it back. Now the other toe. Now we're going to bring out one hand over the toe. Palm facing up. Now both hands are going out, palms facing each other. One is at the eye level as we do a Tai Chi movement called high pat the horse. You're patting actually a fairly short horse. We're going to go back to swinging. We're going to come back later to do a few more of these movements for balance. We're now going to do some stepping in different directions. We're going to step into that corner and push up and away as we push the mountain, Tai Chi movement. So as we go forward, we're shifting our weight forward, but not going too far. We're not trying to fall down. And we also want to make sure that our knee does not go past the tip of our toes. That puts excess strain on the knee. We also want to keep our body vertical. Now we've pushed that mountain, we're going to modify this movement, bring our palms together, and then come back as we do the breaststroke. As we do the Qigong movement, parting the clouds. We're going to reverse the movement. We're going to bring the back of our hands together as we go forward, scoop our arms down as we come back as the mama bear gathers her cubs. Now we're going to bring our body forward, bring our palms upward, and we're going to look up. We're going to bring our body backwards and do a little bow, keeping our spine straight. Our hands crossing the wrist going up and crossing the wrist coming down. As we do the butterfly, our arms are making the wings of the butterfly. Let's do one more. And we're going to come back and go to the other side. I'm going to step out to the other corner, push the mountain. It's sometimes called push-pull. One of my teachers always says the tide comes in, the tide goes out. That's the way he slows down this movement. Now we're going to part the clouds. So our palms come together as we go forward. We swim back. You can feel your shoulder blades coming together as the arms come back, stretching, opening up your chest. Now we're going to reverse direction. Bring the back of our hands together in, scoop down as the mama bear gathers her cubs. So we're moving the joints of the wrist and the elbow and the shoulder in different directions. We're going to do our butterfly finally. Crossing at the wrist, we lunge forward, look up, and come back down. To coordinate the breath, you could inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down. Let's do one more. And we're going to sit back. We're going to sync the chi. We're going to do a few breathing exercises at this point. We're going to bring our back of our hands together, come up chest high, then the hands flare out and come down. Doing a little mini squat as we come back down. To coordinate the breath, we inhale as we come up. Exhale as we come down. This is the Qigong movement, the fountain. If we point our fingertips up and go all the way up and then come down, spiraling down, it becomes the Qigong movement, silk reeling. As you're twisting that silk thread as you pull it off the cocoon. If you want to get an even bigger stretch, you can do another Qigong movement by bringing your hands up and down. Now we're going to come up on our toes as we do the wild goose rises, another Qigong movement. Now we're going to bring our hands up to the heart level, make our hands into prayer position. And as we inhale, the hands push outward. As we exhale, they come back in and we do a little squat. So we inhale. I think I'd rather do inhale coming up, exhale pushing out. That's better. Inhale, exhale. Sometimes called the heart-opening breath. We're going to continue with these breathing exercises. We're now going to make tiger claws with our fingers up to our waist. Reach out in front of us with our hands as we exhale. Come back in toward the chest, raise our hands all the way up, and come down. As we embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Another Qigong movement. Let's do one more. I think we can do another tiger claw movement next, just so I can open up those jars. We're going to sink the chi. And we're going to step out to that corner, and we're going to have a tiger climb the mountain. This is one of the movements that Adam Potts has recently started putting in his classes. So we lunge forward and reach with our tiger claws and come backward as the other arm does the same thing. Let's do one more. We're going to sit back, go to the other corner, climb the other mountain with that tiger. And one more. We're going to come back, sink the chi, and we're going to bring our arms over to one side, bring our opposite foot in. We're going to do a little dance. We're doing a little mini squat as the hands move down and up and in and out, as we prepare to do a Tai Chi movement called brush knee and push. We're going to step out to that corner. Hands do the same kind of movement as we transfer our weight forward as we push and backward as we prepare. So we're brushing by the leg, ending up near the knee. That's why it's called brush knee. And we're pushing. That's why it's called push. It's deflecting down and pushing. Let's do one more. And we're going to leave our arms on that side, bring our foot in. We're going to do the mirror image of that. We're going to do our little dance first. When I first started this, I had great difficulty getting my one arm going up and down and the other arm coming in and out. But I don't have that problem anymore. Stepping out to the other corner, we're going to brush knee and push. Of course, as soon as I say I don't have any problem with it anymore, I'll have a problem with it, but things happen. So as we're doing the movement, I want you to make sure your front knee does not go past the tip of your toes, and your back knee does not go past the tip of your toes. Always trying to maintain that proper movement of the knee. We're going to sit back in. We're going to go up to the clouds next. So we're going to take this hand up, pass it in front of the face, and bring it down, change hand positions. So what we're doing is we're turning our torso as we shift our weight from side to side. And the torso turning moves the hands laterally, and we're raising the hands up and down. So we're not really moving them in circles, we're moving them in straight lines, but the body is moving. This is a Tai Chi movement called waving hands like clouds. It's also a Qigong movement. We're now going to add the foot movement to this. So as the hand moves across the face, we're going to step out, then bring the other foot across. That was 2 steps. We're now going to go back the other way. I said we needed a couple of steps in each direction at the beginning of class, so I try to be not confusing about that. Now we're 2 more steps in the other direction. We're going to go back the other way. Now I want to talk about the fourth principle of Tai Chi, which is the conscious transfer of weight from foot to foot. I want you to think of yourself as being totally balanced on one foot as you bring the other one out. Get in good position, feel fully supported by that other leg. The other foot can come up and then come in. You're consciously transferring that weight before you move your foot. I mentioned that you can improve your balance by doing Tai Chi. And this is one of the key movements that helps you do that. It's that being conscious of your weight transfer at the same time that you're strengthening your legs to be able to support your weight comfortably. And at the same time that you know where in space your body is. We're going to go back to the center. We're going to finish this portion. So we've done our waving hands like clouds. We're now going to close our fists, making storm clouds. We're going to do a few Qigong movements. First one, we're going to bring our hand, one hand up above the head, the other at the belly, and we're going to look over the belly hand's shoulder. This is the Qigong movement called the tiger hugs his head. If we raise our back foot, you can turn this into a balance movement. Now we're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So now reversing the hands, looking over the other shoulder. And I remind you, stay in your comfort zone, so don't turn your head farther than it feels comfortable. You're not Linda Blair in The Exorcist. Now we can do a similar movement, and in Tai Chi, we're going to step out to that corner and have the hands do the same movement and the head do the same movement, but we're not lifting our foot. And this is riding the tiger. You could think of this as an elbow strike and a back fist in a martial art. We're going to come back in. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. Stepping out to the other corner, looking over the back shoulder. We're going to come back in, go back to the clouds. I think we're ready to go up a little higher. We're going to go to the moon. So we're going to first hold the moon. Then we're going to widen our stance at this point into the horse stance, and we're going to come back in a little mini squat as we squeeze the moon. Rotate it to the other side, squeeze again. You might actually want to do a little crunch as you do this. I'm going to step out to that corner and take the moon around for an orbit around the Earth. We're going to reverse direction. We're going to come back in and do the other side. So we're going to come back to a center step and step out to that corner. Rotate this moon. It's sometimes called stirring the chi. We're going to go back the other way. And we're going to come back to our neutral stance, still holding the moon. We're now going to take the top hand away and we're going to lift the moon up into the sky, tossing the moon. Let me check this. Oh, it's gone. And now we're going to bring both hands back into it, and we're going to part the wild horse's mane. So here we're shifting our weight from the back leg to the front leg as we twist the body just maybe 30 degrees. We are raising our hand up toward the sky and diagonally. We're looking at that hand as it moves. And we're going to come back, go to the other side, do the same thing. So we're going to rotate the moon, take the top hand away, and toss the moon. Now we're going to bring the back hand in. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. So as we do all these movements, you might try to feel the air between your fingers. Try to be conscious of what your body is telling you. We're going to hold the moon again. We have a few more movements we can do with this moon. We're going to step out to that corner, rotate the moon, and push. The hand that was at the bottom of the moon ends up at the top, palm outward. As we do, the fair lady works the shuttle. You can add a foot movement coming into a center step. Step out as you push. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So we hold the moon, step out to the other corner, rotate and push. We're going to come back in. We're going to sync the chi. I think we're going to go back to the clouds just for a moment because I want to do the single whip, which is not a dessert. It is a Tai Chi movement. We're going to take one hand, make a hook, strike out with the other hand, turn the palm away. Adding the foot movement, bring the foot in, step out, and strike. So this is a movement where you're striking and then grabbing an opponent. We're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds, go to the other side, do the same thing. So the other hand makes a hook, the other hand strikes out and grabs. We're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. We're going to do this whole movement again and then add on the downward single whip, usually called the snake creeps through the grass. So we start by making a hook. We're going to do 2 single whips. 1, 2. Now we're going to widen our stance. Bring this hand all the way up. Lean down if you want, and have the hand go along the ground or knee level in my case as the snake creeps down. Release the hook, go back to the clouds. Now we're going to go back to the other side, do the same thing. So we start making a hook, striking out with a single whip. Let's do one more. We're going to widen our stance and have the snake creep through the grass. We'll release the hook, go back to the clouds. I think we're going to do some forward and backward stepping. So we're going to sync the chi. Now we're going to practice doing a Tai Chi step forward with both feet one at a time. So we're going to first take this leg, get ready to step forward. We'll put all of our weight in this back leg as we lift the foot, bring it forward, put the heel down gently, the toe down gently, and then transfer the weight. Bring the other foot up. We're going to do the same thing for the other leg. All the weight's on this leg. I'm going to take this leg up. Come on, Bob. There you go. Put the heel down, the toe down, and now shift the weight forward. We can do the same thing backward, bringing all the weight to this leg, raise the other one, put the toe back, then the heel, and now shift the weight. Now we're going to move this leg. Bring the toe back, the heel, and now shift the weight. So it's a 3-step process of making a step. I'm wearing the t-shirt of a punch today, so we're going to use that Tai Chi step to make our punch more effective. We start by bringing our fists to our waist. We're going to step with this leg first. It steps forward, and the opposite hand moves forward to punch as we shift the weight. We're going to come back now. And now step with the other foot. So we throw the punch as we shift the weight. That way, not only is our hand delivering momentum, but it's the entire body weight that is giving momentum to that hand. And since we are pushing with our back leg, the earth is helping give more force to that punch. It's all engineering and physics. Let's do one more punch for each hand. And we're going to sink the chi. I think we're ready to do a catch the sparrow's tail. This is a 4-part movement. So we start by holding a ball. We're going to step out to the side or the corner, whichever is more comfortable for you. And we're going to ward off. So the hand that was on top of the ball goes down. The hand that was at the bottom is moving parallel to the floor, waist high, pushing someone away. So that's the first part of a 4-part movement. The second part is called pull back. So we're going to scoop our hands up shoulder high and arc down toward the floor. Pulling back, redirecting your opponent's force. The third part is press. So we bring our palms together, and as we shift our weight forward, we press our hands together. It's as if you're in close combat, forcing someone forward with your entire body. And finally, we do the push, just like push the mountain. Let's put those all together. All together, they're called catch the sparrow's tail. So first, we ward off, then we pull back, then we press, then we push. To coordinate the breath, you could inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do one more time. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. Now we're going to go to the other side, do the same series of movements, starting, holding the moon, holding the ball, stepping out to the side, warding off. So you're shifting your weight from one foot to the other, trying to feel that weight transfer. Let's do one more, and then we're going to pull back. We've warded off, now we're going to pull back. Now we're going to press. And finally, we're going to push. Let's put those all together. Catch that sparrow's tail. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. Again, ward off, pull back, press, and push. One more time. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. I'm going to come back to the center. We have time for a few more Qigong movements. First, we're going to make gentle fists with our hands, and we're going to turn a big wheel. You can make the wheel as big or as small as you want. I'm going to make it a big wheel today, as far as my knee will let me. I'm going to go back the other way. We're going to bring our hands to our sides, turn the palms toward the body, and we're going to do the wise owl looks over his shoulder. So it's a movement to expand the chest and move the neck and breathe deeply. So we're going to inhale and turn our head to the side, turning our palms outward, bringing our shoulder blades together. Exhaling as we come back to the center. Inhale as we go the other side. Now, according to traditional Chinese medicine, the big part of the immune system has to do with the thymus gland, even in adults, and opening the chest helps activate that immune response. I'm not sure if that's true, but certainly can't help. It's also good for shoulder movement. And we're going to do a few more movements from the same Qigong set, which is called the 8 Pieces of Brocade. We're going to widen our stance into the horse stance. We're going to do the punch with a fierce face. Another one of those hand exercises, but also we can exercise our face to make a fierce face as we punch. So we're going to inhale, exhale as we punch. Flare our hands and fingers, turning our wrists as we bring back. Now punch again, making a fierce face. My face is fierce enough, so I'm not going to do that, but feel free to do so. Now, the 8 Pieces of Brocade was over 1,000 years old. It's a set of warm-up exercises for soldiers. It was designed by an early practitioner of Qigong, who was a general as well. And while we're doing military kinds of movements, we're going to fire an imaginary bow. So we're going to, still in our horse stance, we're going to take our imaginary bow, open it, look to the side, squat, and shoot the arrow. Come up, cross the hands, grab the bow, open the bow, fire the weapon. So this is usually called the archer, sometimes called shoot the golden eagle. I don't know where it got that name. We're going to bring our feet back together. We're going to bring our hands to our waist, palms up. We're going to do a centering exercise. We're going to inhale, bring one hand all the way up top. As we exhale, it comes down the center of the body slowly. So we inhale and exhale. I want you to try to focus on your hand. You don't have to focus on your hand, but focus on your body. You have a soft gaze or focus on the hand, but try to feel what your body is feeling right now. We're going to check our breathing, bringing our hands to our lower abdomen. Inhale and exhale. You might want to close your eyes and imagine yourself a bamboo tree in a gentle breeze, wafting back and forth. How do the bottoms of your feet feel against the floor or against your shoes? How are your legs doing? Do you have any new aches and pains since we started class, or maybe a little fewer aches and pains? Are you warmer or colder than when you started? Try to get in touch with your body. We're going to open our eyes. We're going to take a big breath. So thank you for participating in that Tai Chi and Qigong flow. We're going to do a few cool down exercises now. Actually, we're going to add one more Qigong movement that I think I promised it at the beginning of class. At the beginning of class, we did a little bit of this flying, and I said we were going to come back to this, and I forgot to. So we're going to do that now, just so I'm not a liar. We're now going to raise one foot off the floor. And this is the Tai Chi movement called the crane. If we bring our hands all the way up and down, and do the other side. Now the hand all the way up. Okay, now we can move on to my cool down exercises. The first one being spinal cord breathing with a crunch. What we're going to be doing is a combination of a cat and a cow, or a cat and a dog from yoga, a crunch from other physical Pilates maybe, and a stretch and a deep breath from the diaphragm. So we're going to start by inhaling, bringing our shoulder blades together as we arch our back. We're going to come forward, curling the back, bringing our elbows together and breathing out heavy, doing a crunch. What we do, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to do Dr. Paul Lamb's 3 cool down exercises. The first is the tapping of the thighs with a gentle fist or the palm of your hand. Get blood circulating in those muscles where we've been doing so much squatting. I like the feeling of tapping so much. I pat everywhere. I need blood circulation in my brain, so I need to do that a lot. His second cool down exercise is a modification of progressive relaxation. So we're going to inhale and tense all the muscles that we can without pain. And then exhale, relax those muscles. So here we go. Inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Last but not least, inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. And his final cool down exercise is the big breath. We're going to inhale and exhale. So again, thank you all for coming today. I'm going to stop the recording. Feel free to unmute yourselves and ask any questions.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.